Let's see if this works. We are still red, huh? Why are we red?
Do not know. And I honestly don't even know where I set my cell phone down to check the house Wi-Fi. So we smooth tonight. Oh yeah.
Alright, so gonna... Oh wow, all the way down there.
Yeah, he is like at the very, very tip. I forget this part of the map exists.
Right where the old ramp was to go down.
Right where the old ramp was to go down, he is sitting right there.
Yeah, it looks like... Now it's working just fine after I restarted the stream.
Alright. Ready then?
I believe I am ready.
Right, back into queue for Copied Factory we go.
Yeah, like, here we are.
Take your map off, they can actually see where you're going too. Very, very, very bottom. Right. The other right. The other right. Yeah, there. Here we go. So this is Objang. He's my hunt mob, and basically when I kill him, I get a bunch of extra seals that can be used in-game cash that can be used for various things. Oh, quick. Okay, he is dead. I have my 100 seals, and in we go. That was a fast queue. I like it.
Yeah, no, like it was... Bam.
Everybody else is also playing video games rather than talking to Aunt Barb about her sweet potato
To be
casserole.
fair,
That's what it is, right?
Some of what people make during Thanksgiving is terrible.
Yeah, oh, I agree there.
Yeah, now it's working absolutely fine. I think for whatever reason, it just decided that it wanted to be super high definition. And while my computer's not that bad, it just requires potato. Settings on 14. And it still doesn't look too bad on stream, so... Honestly, this game doesn't look too bad, even at the lowest graphic settings.
This is a fantastically beautiful game. So you've got Null, which is up here in Central Courses. He is a wyvern, yeah, little dragon thing.
Yeah, a little dragon wyvern.
Head north, you head that way. Let's see who spots him first. And have you tried the Fall Guys crossover yet?
I have not.
Me neither. And to be honest, I've never played Fall Guys either. I just know that they're little bean people. As you know, graphics cards get better and better and better every year, and then the top indie games of the year all feature weird bean people. It's a thing. I don't know why, but it's happening.
I have a $500 video card, and one of the games I play is something from 11 years ago.
Yep.
You have the fattest video card I've ever seen. Easily. But yeah. Like, I did not know video cards could be that big. We had to actually go out and buy a full-size tower case. This thing is huge. And, yeah. Alright. I will... Ooh, lots of viewing cutscenes going on. We might have some new people. I will take the samurai if you want that Reaper.
Actually, I didn't look. Which Albert
So
I'm on Reaper.
Which Albert you want?
Oh, I'm on.
Okay. Yep. You are viewing cutscenes. I don't know why I'm surprised. I can see your darn screen from here. Well, now I can't take it back. I'd look like a jerk. So I guess I'm going to say buffing the samurai. I will pass QB crate. Alright. Somebody needs the glamour crate at the end, so let them know that, pass on it since I need it. Because I already have,
And it is cute.
it has
It
some of my
is
favorite
cute.
high heels. All about those heels. All right. So running in. What for Rust? If these dungeons have a theme, it's Rust.
Yep, and we're walking with two dwarves. Dwarves in this game are Lalafels, but in the world that we are in, they're considered a beast tribe.
Which is both interesting and slightly bizarre because it raises more questions than it answers. Be slightly interesting because I am definitely having just enough lag, which makes dodging nearly impossible. And I'm already dead. So, yep, got my raise.
I'm already dead. And I got a raise from Hazel. Yep, this is the one that I've done the least with. Actually, not this one, but the two after this one, my hand was in a cast, so I was trying to play this game while my hand was broken.
Dedication or Goofy could be either. Yeah, in certain jobs, there are a couple of jobs that you can maybe manage to play one-handed, but not nearly as much as you would think. So,
Yeah, this looks like a safe place.
nope, I got one of the asterisks on me.
This is one of the few jobs where I like clicking my skills.
All right, and now we have, I don't know, space drop balls? Like, trying to explain some of these mechanics, I'm like, we have the bally things that drop on our heads. Bally things dropping on your heads. There's no good vocabulary for half the stuff, right? And you sound Goofy being like, oh, we have the don't stand there owie things. Why, yes, that's right.
And of course, they're flipping the boss every which way. And I'm on a positional.
Yep. Oh, excuse me.
Pokemon Go would like me to know that people have sent me a gift. Really can't do anything with that right now, phone.
I may have to drop a window on the browser that I had up earlier. It has that vague something is playing an ad in the background feeling, you know, the one.
Yes, delicious stack markers. Or not stack markers, but orbs that people like to explode.
That donut ring thing it does, where it comes coming out see that mechanical lot in this one. Which means that, ooh, ow, 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 no owie balls. Oh, thank you, somebody yanked me out of that owie ball. Yep, owie ball. There we go, guys.
Yep, I'm just sitting here taking a nap. Hey, Kesel. Not that you can actually hear me.
What are we see? Okay, treasure coffers open. Naming and scouting.
I'm just gonna greet on everything because I could use the company seals.
Yep. Those fellows and Doma do need some gear. Next one. While I'm waiting on Jumpy Pad, I close the 32 other windows I currently have open. Yes, guys, I'm one of those. I have 32 windows open in Chrome because I know better, I just don't care. I know it's 32 because after we moved the computers, it was like, I was like, history, reopen it. It was like 32, and I was like, yes. If you're going here for your, dose of rationalness, ain't got that here. I do like that some of these are called small bipeds, because I feel like I should have a label that says it on me too, right?
Yes.
All of the kick flips ever. There we go, warehouse no longer sealed. Going on to the next part. So, copied. Basically a rusted out factory. Don't have better phrasing. But yeah, we just sort of run through this weird industrial hellscape that should not be here, but totally is. Why? Plot point.
Plot point. Yep.
But it's a thing with a lot of the 8-man raids, and then some of the 12, where you just feel like they had some cool dungeon designs in mind, and we're like, we'll just slap a story to make it work. And thank goodness, most of them don't tie back to the main story very well, because there's no reason for this to be here, but it is, and we just embrace that.
Yep, we just smile and nod.
So this floor is basically a deep fryer. You can see the oil if you tilt down over these open areas, and don't get deep fried. That is mechanic. Also, this one's a weird one. Look at the wall behind you. Don't bother looking at the face. Like, aim at it, hit it, flip your camera, because everything that's going to attack you is going to come from behind. Like, see there? We have the claw. It's going to pick up this thing.
And the claw chooses who will stay and who will...
It up. And then we have tethers, which pick up all the tethers. Well, those of us who are not main tank basically just keep wailing on the head by standing in its hitbox. Why not? Because they designed it that way. And then we rotate to the next King of Doom, which is another plot. I think this is the one that goes, yep, trickles. Yep. And you see how it rotates with like a donut hole? You have limited safe space.
Sometimes it's touchy-feely on if you're in something or not.
Yep. Okay, and then we're gonna have donuts again. So first donut, second donut. Yep. And the whole time this thing gives us sort of these passive-aggressive comments, which I love. So like, it's going to, you know, tell us that new durability launch. You're not dying yet. I think at one point it literally tells us that faster. All right, see those flamethrowers? Well, as we all know, fire bad. Hey you, Mr. Tanky Butt, fire bad. So he got rescued by one of the healers, and that's the only reason he didn't get flame broiled. Generally speaking, don't get flame broiled.
Yeah, no, that's not how you,
Okay, that's a stack marker. Come in, and we're gonna stack for a route.
Yay, face lasers. I love face lasers.
Yep. All right, and it lets us know that we are, you know, exceeding projections irregular. Potential score manipulation detected, offense taken. Right, see the bubbles? Don't bubble.
Yep, and then we switch because then the floor switches.
Literally, the floor is lava, kids. Those people went up in the air, they did not respect the floor as lava. So, mind laser resistance test, by the way, probably my favorite name for an attack.
Don't drop this on people, but...
Drop on people, but also don't eat in the deep fryer.
Yep, we are not turkeys. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Another stack for lasers. Oh, can we maybe not stack in the flaming flames? Oh, okay, or not, sure. There we go. And then the little circles are obviously still oil, so we don't want to be over that. Offense heightened. And steps back up. All right. Laser resistance test again. This time it's going to hit us for 5. They just 3.
And there we go.
All right, and down shoot. Healing and aiming. And a little bit of party flee. That's Peloton, not the bike.
Yes, Memmy, these fights are in fact weird. It gets weirder, though.
Yep. Tank for no dang reason, but we have a tank. Manned by those little guys. See them all up there? Little bitty robot turtle guys? Yeah. We have angry robot turtle guys. Because that makes sense. But the more you try to impose logic on this set, the less it makes sense. Alright, back to weird donut ring shapes.
Of course, this game is, random with its mobs. Mob is giant. Mob looks like it should be solid. We can walk through mob because...
Solidity is an illusion here. Yeah, this one is a very light on its feet kind of one. Right? And then phase 2. Weird jet sink. Sorry guys, I do not have better explanations. Remember my explanation about somebody said, oh, wouldn't it be cool if? Yes. Right. Tethers went out, bombs follow tethers. Doop. 3 bombs on your friends. Good old-fashioned right, left swipe.
Oh, cool, it's not on me. This time.
Yep, this one I think it's 6, right? 3 then 6. Yep. Oops. And in Avant, we get out of the slash.
Do not get swiped.
I had just enough hit points to take off, so I have to do this silly bit. Oh, good. No longer sealed. We jump into the next jumpy bit. There we go. Because the desk reading, my tower is now on the opposite side, so I'm trying to remember which way I'm functioning. Mixed results.
And now we get to fight a building.
I still don't like. It's a crane mecha with a face. I don't have a better explanation, guys. Crane mecha with face. On oil platform thing. Also with punches. People on that side, they're gonna get punched.
Notice how I was all the way...
Mm-hmm. He hits for more than 50%. He hits for about 60% of the field. So you have to be past. Alright. Head down. I think this should be the... Yep. 1 per tank. All 3 teams get hit. Drops rocket on them. 1 is on me, so I'm taking it off to the side. There we go. We literally drop flaming oil bombs. So play thing is, don't drop flaming bombs on your friends. But that one guy left his smack down in the middle. Right. Face is a laser. Hits everybody.
Yep, we're just getting lasered.
And then back up again. Alright. Angry Hands. Be up in the middle because it hits the back. And then it's going to rip forward. Yep. And the next one is going to be front and middle. And middle.
Why it has buzzsaws for hands?
Why it has buzzsaws for hands?
Because
I don't know. Because buzzsaws.
We were not the ones who programmed this fight.
Right, back down. It's going to drop a bunch of these. Okay. Don't be in the middle, but be in one of these. So the people in the middle actually don't have to get there till right here after the face lasers. They decided face laser. Also, what's a nice guy like you doing in a, flaming pit like this?
Making sure that we don't get hit by flames.
Alright. Charging up. We are C, so we hit the reverse jointed Goliath in the back. Except for me, I just dance like a spinning queens in Art of Pain. Like, you're doing dance to right if you're basically just a whirly gig of pain. Alright, we're good here. 65. Alright, everybody run to the very back. That laser in the face, please. Thank you. And then snuggle. So,
there's a better way to explain this, right?
Explain this, right? Oh, they found an invisible wall, so you can't run out off the edge now. Oh, nope, somebody just fell off the edge. Was that you? Alright. Yeah.
We got table flip. Good times we had.
We'll flip. Good times were had.
And now he summons buzzsaws. I do exactly what you think they do.
Yep. You guys Star Wars, right? Because we're about to have that. Out we do. Right? Angry face, please. Angry face. What makes this hilarious is on my screen, I'm literally just like hitting him where his belly button would be if he had a belly button. I know he's not. Ooh, fisties down the left. Ready for fisties on the right.
I think we might be phase pushing him enough so he doesn't do the left-right.
There we go. There's back.
Blood for blood.
Fury for me. Okay, so be in front, middle for this one. Now we've got the, turn off the trash compactor on the hinge level situation. You got left and right hand. You have to destroy both of them because it comes straight across. He becomes untargetable for a sweet second. There you go. And like most of these fights, limit break is when you go into the next boss fight. Of course, you will in your limit break. Front and center again, so get out of front and center. And should be shooting off all of his rockets again. Right hand side, because here comes the fist.
Nope.
Alright. And then you're gonna jump on his tummy. Don't know if robots have tummies, but that's where a tummy would be if a robot had a tummy. And run all the way around him up to the stairs because, of course, he is both machine, platform, and staircase. It's like a whole darn combo platter. Up to the skyhook thing again. It's a great time to pass on or a lot while you're in the air because you can't do darn thing. And we go over this mist. If the weather is outside, there is always mist. There just is. Certain zones in this game have permanent weather. Also, a bunch of people just got mapping the copied factory, which means it is their first time being in this room. So this part of the fight will be all brand new. So this is a tank attached to a glider with a tiny turtle robot fighter because...
Yep, you're about to see the actual cutscene here because...
Yeah. Like, sometimes explaining this stuff still makes no sense.
No.
They're waiting. Most of our party. Yeah, 4 to 8 is in cutscene. Okay, there we go. And laser. Laser shirt is, of course, the front of him. See all these people in front? Bad place. So this has both front and side turrets, so you kind of have to pick your poison. I like to be about where his hip or shoulder is, that way I can dodge front and back.
4 hind cannons is, of course, front and back. And then flank is, of course, the sides.
Yep. There are ones that actually use port and starboard, and we have to remind people that port is left and starboard right. That's always the first time, right? Alright. But it's time for buzzsaws!
Yep, and you can actually see the buzzsaws in the distance, unlike in the other fight. And then they go back to their idle pose.
Yep.
Laser saturation is just, you know...
Every laser?
Yep.
Alright, the coupling flight unit. Everyone gets to watch this cutscene, whether or not we do this. Timer every time?
Yep.
Our 2P is our 2? That's not an accident, that's so we can find her. Because she will run to the safety spots.
Just don't stand there after because she doesn't take any damage from it.
She'd be fine. You, however, you gotta be light on your feet. Okay, floor pattern. Don't be dreadful. There's more technical explanation, but red is bad. Don't.
You have to remember which one is which.
Cannon?
The dog just farted and then looked at me sadly.
I mean, yes, the dog wants to know why you let it happen.
Alright, and now we've got to kill tanks.
Correctly, Mike.
Oh god. Apparently, it will just snap to the tank when it, targets the tank with that. Not, slowly rotate. Nope, it is a snap.
Okay, first tank dead. Oh, full next to me dropped a bomb. Thanks, buddy.
Alright, so this one we have to look at which one has the slower of the two charge bars. Okay. The one that's being activated is the one that you do not want to be by. And then you have to get out of it.
I died self-destruct. Get behind it in time from where I raced. And that one is, it does not matter if you are in your first few seconds or not. Normally when you race, you've got 5 seconds of invincibility. However, some moves completely ignore that and just decide that, you messed up enough for an
And he is now trying to shoot missiles at us. And of course they sort of... I believe he is hacking the missiles right now. But
hack back.
Turns out 2P will stack with one of the party members that have stack.
In her bubble. Used improvisation, so everybody's got a region action going on right now. Right, you do the same, don't be in red.
Alright, be to the sides of him.
Order now. Gotta do this one more time?
Yep. I hope you memorize the mechanics of this fight, because
There's literally a quiz right here.
Yep. Alright.
Let the one path go. Goes where that path just lit up. Right, and bring it on home.
Yep, it is now just a slaughter until it bleeds.
There we go. And of course, the reward on this one is called the First Law. That is a reference to Asimov's iRobot. And I do not have the pot, both pots, so. Passing on the storage crate because somebody needs the glamour.
That's right. Glad you remembered.
Mm-hmm. I, however, do not have all these songs either, so I'm scrolling on the songs that I don't have already. I'm passing on the ones I do since we have new people.
Alright, for once I have both pots, so.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and don't forget to tip your party by going ahead and...
There we go. Gave a cookie to one of the healers. Because I don't think I saw the red maid trays.
I do not know. I went ahead and tipped my dance partner. Alright, and that is Copied Factory, the first of the near raids. Back up to White Brim we go.
Yep.
Alright, and in just a second, I'm going to hit the little mage's room real quick. And then in just a second, I will put us in for the next one while you look for Null.
Yep.
Be right back.
Yeah, and I'll be here. So, fun fact, some of these older zones did not have flying when they first came out. But now that they've added flying, you can see some of the minute details that they added to each of the distant locations. And I really like the small little touches that they've added to the game. Bum 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 bum. I do not remember if he can spawn up here.
You having any luck?
Not yet.
Nope, yet.
No way, man.
So when they first designed these hunts, everybody got the same hunt mob that first weekend. It was Null.
And I think that was back when there was a 1 hour.
And I think that was back when there was a 1 hour recast. So they were just on Chocobo back.
Hundreds of people
Hunting this one mob with a 1 hour recast, and it's all the same mob. Needless to say, that went exactly as well as you picture it. And I think it lasted like that for about 2 weeks, and then they started giving us random different ones because, and now they have an instant pop for, I think it's 5 seconds.
It's like 5 seconds, but by the time the sentence is over, it's already popped back up somewhere.
I'm gonna go crawl through Ogre's Belly, the cave, because it can be in here. And while we look for this, I'm gonna put us in queue for the next one. So last one was Coffee Factory. Next one is gonna be Puppet's Bunker. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Also, warning, there is some body horror in this next one.
Yep, it's a thing. It's pretty ongoing, actually. This was all part of the
Shadowbringers.
let me think. Shadowbringers, and Shadowbringers just had horror as like part of the menu. It's not my favorite genre, which is weird because I'm all about the creepy in most things. But man, body horror is generally a nope for me. And it hasn't been as prevalent now. So I appreciate that they've moved away from that. Have you looked over by the XIV camp yet?
Nope, not yet.
I'm sort of panning the north of the map here to see if I can spot it. When it was released, this was the largest zone, and it's still quite a bit, even with flight, to crisscross the whole thing, looking for one mob. And since I don't have radar for this mob, I have to do it by actual visual scanning. Generally, if you get within one grid mark map section of it, you'll get a message, but only the person who has that specific hunt mob. So I am doing this one completely by sight. As you can imagine, just takes a little extra.
Found him.
But then again, I'm also obnoxiously lucky.
Yep, I see ya. I just need to fly over some mountains to get to you.
Yep, it is right at the Inspector Hatchet fate.
Oh, speaking of things that you can see while flying, that right there is Griffin's Crossing.
Mhm.
That leads into Eastern Highlands, which we do not have actual access to.
But in 1.0 we did.
Yep.
However, Griffin's Crossing is now the location of the Battle on the Big Bridge trial. And if we ever lose our mind enough to show you all the trials, it is, in fact, one of my favorite. It is also completely hilarious. Alright, and there goes all.
Yep, like,
We are ridiculously overpowered. We both have fully charged relic.
It's really not a fair fight, but
Really not a fair fight, but dang, that 100 tokens is kind of nice. Alright, you have your elite one from Idleshire.
yep.
I have Squonk.
Let's go find Squonk.
Okay, so Squonk is he's a paisa. And paisas are acorn-shaped raccoon marmoset lemur things that look confused as heck.
Hello, Bricks to Blocks. How are you doing?
So we are gonna go for a little flight out and see if we can find ourselves Squonk. It exactly looks like what you would picture if you thought an acorn and a monkey baby and a lemur got really drunk one night. Like, it is a thing. Maybe a bit of guinea pig try. Like, it is the most ridiculous design. So of course, Alright, I'm gonna start flying low over the island. Squonk generally is found on the lower half of this map. Ooh, northeast. Okay, yeah, so my hunch to go hang out on the lower part of the map was right. I've already got sight on him. He is right over by the buffaloes here.
You don't even have to mark it. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Like when
It's
you
close.
said you found... Yeah.
Yep.
Generally, the hunt mobs are usually larger versions of normal mobs. So, like this
Mhm.
little acorny Paisa brat here.
Like he just
He's
he's really chunky, and that's the thing. He's so darn chunky. Maybe a little bit of ground owl too. Like they have ground owl feet. They're weird. I cannot adequately describe whatever horror those things are. All right, and you've got
I've got the scorpion and hinterlands.
all right. Shortest way to get there is to go through Idleshire and use the gate. Idleshire, of course, being where the level 60s end up at the end of MSQ. So when you're 50, you start in Foundation and you end in Idleshire, and this is kind of the closing settlement for that set.
Yep.
So fairly well trapped.
Yep, like you've got your level 60 NPCs that you trade poetics to right there. You've got your crafting NPCs down there. You've got 2 collectible NPCs right here. Like, they do give you a lot of things to do here in Idleshire.
If you happen to need level 60 Poetics here, that is also where you pick that up. Weapons and gear both. So it's a good place to kind of mentally mark on your map. All right, I am flying out. Again, I won't have radar for this one. So I'm going by sight only. And so far, over by the Sun Bears is clear.
Oh, I found the giant monkey.
Oh, yeah, Gigantopithecus. The other B rank out here, it's a giant gorilla.
Also, for any of you who are new to this game, the blue icon right here means that it is friendly.
Or at least it won't hit you till you hit it.
Yep. Unlike the Vanguard up here, which has a red triangle mark, which means it will come eat your face if you're within a certain level range.
It's crunchy enough to eat.
However, unlike some games where things would aggro no matter what, in this game, if you're like 10 levels above, they ignore you.
Which is good, because that was something that we did have back in 11, and like things would argo resting, i.e. if you were sitting to regain MP, AFK, and have a level 5 chipmunk try to eat your face. It will take them, 5 minutes, but if you got up to the bathroom and it was a lengthy stay, you might come back dead with a really, really angry squirrel.
So somebody just killed him, and now he's up here.
Yep, because that's how fast they respawn. And down in the swampier parts, check in all the little back rooms. Not to be confused with the back rooms, but it's just a lot of random little cavey bits that things can pee in.
Oh yeah, and this is one of the dungeons.
Oh, I totally forgot, but there's a lookout here that you can only reach by flying. So I'm going to get a job that can get some lookout EXP, and then I'll continue on my merry way. Perfect, my samurai can get that. So lookout points are basically everything past the first set have these cute little shiny orb things on maps.
So if you're paying attention while exploring, you will randomly stumble upon them. Some will require you to parkour to them, others...
Yep, you found it. Fly up to on your chocobo and take a look. It's in a book.
The Path of Knowing.
Yep, I'm sorry for the coughing, guys.
Yep, so why the bridge is destroyed here is not because of neglect, but when the last calamity came by, part of the bridge got destroyed.
Last calamity, of course, not being my most recent stage name. Although it probably should be, right? Right. Alright, I am exploring the little lock, which of course means lake, down here, and lots of water elementals so far. No weird lobster scorpion thing, but I can change in a minute.
Yep, and we've got little frog enemies. Like they just pitter patter hop.
Nothing says you mess up in life like you have an irate frog looking at you, right?
So one of the things that EverQuest had was a playable frog race. Like you were a frogman that looked mostly frog-like and would hop around.
Could you name yourself Jeremiah?
You could if it wasn't taken.
I feel like it would be taken very quickly, though, right? Misspelled a lot, though. Like,
Yeah.
I can think of several ways to misspell. The architecture here, of course, is Charlene, which this is our only glimpse of it until about level 80 when we go to Old Charlene. But this was essentially the new Charlene colony, and that's why a lot of this architecture is familiar.
Yep, but shortly before the previous calamity, most of them returned back to Old Charlene, except like a few NPCs which hung out here. And that caused a rift between the previous Scions and parts of Charlene. Old Scions being, well, actually the Path of the Knowing, which would be Louis Squall. I suck at French names.
I mean, fair, your French is also terrible.
Yeah, but
Being that you don't speak any of it.
correct.
My French is terrible because I took it. Then never used it again. So, you know, really terrible, just in different ways. I am now down by the Rattels, which are this weird, wombatty, woodchucky nonsense. Angry Sonic the Hedgehog, but not blue. There we go. And I still have not seen your scorpion.
Like,
I will.
honestly, if they didn't want to, if they didn't do Ishgarding houses, I think they could have gotten away with Charlene houses out here.
I think they probably still will. I can see enough desire there.
Because the architect is great. I do like the marble and the green emerald stone and...
But yeah, it's white beautiful. It's very Santorini in, the outside world. with the white marble and the blue domes and the nautilus shell motif everywhere.
The outside world.
Yes, it's this place that will soon be covered in snow and make me sad. I am starting to run out of places for your Atrigus to be.
Yeah,
Your radar working over there?
I mean, in a cave that I don't hardly ever go into, and he's on in a... Huh.
Well, and with you seeing false Gigantopithecus die and get respawned, we probably are not the only ones doing this hunt. So that is sort of the blessing and the curse with that instant respawn. If somebody kills it, it can move where it was, and you'd never know it. So sometimes you have to sweep the zone 2 or 3 times to find what you're looking for. But this queue is also taking its sweet time, so we are waiting for the queue to pop. We are doing this. I'm gonna fly up towards the where the gob. Oh look, Pup and Spunker. The eternal complain about the queue and something pops. Every time.
Because, like, some of these look very house plottish.
Oh yeah. This is supposed to be the suburbs that we're flying. I mean, it really doesn't look like any suburb I've ever lived in, but...
And here's the Arboretum, which,
Very much so.
has a little tree growing out of the door. Wait.
No. Civilization falls. The botanists go home.
A message just popped up after we missed the queue. Let's see, I was flapping here.
I'm over by the Arboretum. Scoping out their marbles.
And sometimes people will kill hunt mobs just for fun. Oh, I found him.
Okay. I see you on map. Coming. Not that you need my help killing it, but hey.
Might as well get the achievement credit for it.
Yep. Alright, go for it. There we go. So that is our first 2 done for the week.
Alright, before we kill the next one, which is Stormblood ones, I'm gonna teleport us to Kugane, which is where we can pick them up at. And I need to empty my inventory a little bit. Oh, speaking of lookout points...
Yep, there are several here. One which requires you to parkour to the top of that thing. And the other one makes you do a trust fall, assassin off of that thing onto a light post top. Now, there was a quick and dirty cheat around it, which is if you could get someone else to do there and they had raised, blue mages could use the self-destruct to die under the light post and then get raised to the top. And that was how I got it on my original character, was just wait, self-destruct and get the hall up, and then I took about half an hour turn raising other people who had to do the same thing.
Yep.
Is it totally in the spirit of what they want you to do?
It's totally in the spirit of what they want you to do? No. Did it work? Yes.
Did it break the game royally by doing it that way? No, not really.
I'm a firm believer that if they don't want you to do it, they should make the game mechanic not work.
Alright, what is in this venture coffer? Metallic sky blue dye. Watch it be worth absolutely nothing.
It's a pretty color. It might still be.
Kept putting away some of the housing stuff that the ship has brought back. That saved some room.
Alright, I'm picking up my slip for the week.
Yep, I've got mine, which is a bird out in Ruby Sea.
Sounds good. Guho Meow?
Yeah?
Same bird. Alright. So, little secret. If you are flying above them, or even on a chocobo, and you pass it, you will get the message. So when I get one out here, what I like to do is grab the Falcon Porter, which is right here, hire them, and have them take you to Anakoro, which is the furthest way to fly, and see if you get the message while you're flying over. Because Ruby Sea is basically a volcanic atoll, a set of ring of islands, and this is the easiest way to cover as many of those little islands as possible. Because about don't even have mobs on them. They might have a lookout point, but they don't have mobs. So the Z-axis is completely ignored when it comes to certain things, and how far up or down you are from a mob does not matter. And since we both have default radar on, it will kick up for either of us when we come over it. Plus, it's just a freaking pretty zone.
Flap, flap, flappy bird. And of course it hasn't.
Yeah. It's not foolproof, but it does let us go a couple islands. Do you want to go east or west when we land?
I will go west.
Okay. I'll double back east and check the smaller islands.
I also like to check around the island that, or the teleport point here, because sometimes they'll randomly have the level 70 ARS rank just chilling here.
Yeah. One of them here is a giant sail, and I always see that being parked at the worst place for people who are at level doing the actual quest. So that's if I gotta be cranky about something when it comes to hunt mobs, it would be that there's an occasional tendency to simply park them on like the middle of the road where people doing the content at level would have no choice but to trip, or even sometimes even in the middle of fates, or right where quest markers are. And it seems most inconsiderate there, as fun fact, if you are writing a mount that you get from a trial or a dungeon, it will often play that theme music.
Like right now, I have the generic. Oh, okay, I found him. Oh, he's just right outside the Azim Steps gate.
Yep, flying around to you now. So one of the landmarks here is Heaven on High, which is this giant Jenga tower looking thing. And it is a limited dungeon. And if you guys want to watch, we can show you what that one looks like. It can be done either in a smaller group of 2 people, which we are, even single, all the way up to a 4-person group. So you can run through that one. And almost there. There we are. All right, landing now. Go for it. All right. Bye-bye, birdie.
Yeah.
Also, when I first saw these wolves, I swear I thought they were skinned because they pick such a neat color for them.
Yeah.
It is not a good look, guys. All right, next would be Clan Nutsy, right?
Yep.
Okay, Clan Nutsy. Those are found at the Crystarium or Yulmore. I personally like Crystarium because it's just an easier one to get to.
Yep.
Alright, and to find this one, you go out front door and hook it around the corner to the right. So, out the front door and hard right, and follow the front of the building. Right up to the front desk. And Volpang, which is yet another worm gecko thing.
I got, who do I have? Oh. I have Worm of the Well.
Worm of the Well. Ooh, want to do yours first?
Sure, since this is one from last week, or, you know, last time I picked one of these up.
Amaranth?
Yep, I believe Twine is our best bet.
And South. Yep. Alright, you go south, I'll head north. It's a smaller area, so that's easier to visually do.
Yep.
Now, hardly any of these side quests, so at some point I need to do it just to clear all the question marks off my darn map. Because I find it super distracting when I'm looking for somebody to have like 20 of the exclamation points telling me I never picked up a quest there.
Yeah, but what's nice about these quests and the one in Walker is they're level sync to your, level. Here it's level 70 plus. So, like, you could take a fresh level 70 and just grab some EXP that way.
Yep, and that's what I've been thinking is there's a couple jobs that are fine playing, but have like rough spots when you're trying to level them up, and I figure I'll take some of those sort of awkward jobs and come bring them out and do them up that way.
Okay, I found Worm of the Well.
Awesome. On my way. Is it all the way down by the well? Yep. That's one that I usually find either down there or even closer to the wall. I like to hang out. Because the location, this one you gotta kind of fly out and around.
Yep.
Due to how the mountains are shaped. Alright, ready when you are. Man, Fred already giving us the Q ones is sure taking it through time the second round.
I know.
That unfortunately is how queues work. Sometimes ping, 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 and sometimes you sit a bit. Alright. Volping. I usually see that one up by Wolkendorf, so I'm gonna start by teleporting us there.
Ah, yes, Wolfendorf.
Yep. I never know if I say half these names right. And then you say a name for like 2 or 3 years, and then you get a cutscene, and someone finally voice acts it.
And you're like, oh, I've been wrong forever.
I've been wrong forever. So I can do the north sweep real quick past the golem things. I mean, they're tree golems, right? Werewoods are totally tree golems. But it does beg the question, do trees have golems? Can't decide the answer to that one. But if trees have golems, these are them.
Yep. Oh,
Who did you find? Did you find Forest Pole? Oh, Lord. Of course you did. Also, I just got the Mark the Southwest notification. So, here it is. Yep, it's about where
Over
by the Garden Porxies. And what this reminds me of is the little, not the anoles in this game, but the little green anoles that you can get like in a pet store. Just the skinny little lizard bros. Those things.
Yep, on my way, not to play with a friend.
But yeah, I usually see him up on this chunk of map. Ready to go?
Yep.
And I love those wings. You never see them coming. Because when it's sitting down, its wings are very skeletal. Don't actually see the wings so the sides on the plural. And then its tail's a little pitchfork. Okay. That leaves the very last set, which we pick up at Old Charlene.
Yep.
Well, geez, guys, you're gonna see all the cities tonight.
I know, right?
Also, of course, get picked up at Razazan. But Old Charlene's closer to and less running to get to.
Yep. I have to potty, which means as soon as I stand up...
Oh, and it's gonna pop.
Yes.
No worries, I'll trigger your cutscene if it does.
I also need to plug in my honeydew. Oh.
Alright. Well, while I've got you here all alone, let's go pick up some stuff. I know I do not have camera on me at the moment, but hey, I can narrate. Or some monologuing. I mean, I guess it could be either. Coming up real soon, we're going to be showing you some of the newest limited dungeons. Starting next week. So if you're wondering what all the fuss is about, adorable mounts. That's right. We are going to go after the cute ones. So there will be mounts, more mounts, a side of mounts, Mount Mounty-more, and Mount Fantastic. And another fun little thing that I can do is, since we have now reconfigured our desks, check this out. I can steal control of his mouse. Follow. Haha. I now have the power to drag through town. With haste on, because, you know, I'm an impatient girl. So down the giantest things of stairs ever. I absolutely love the statue. This one's called Scholar's Harbor. And that giant statue right there is beautiful. See this lady right here with this quest? You will be back to pick up your quest and do your things. But the guild ship on board is right down here. Aha! Baby Bun just went up for sale. Gonna grab that elite. Ooh! Level checker in Olma Thule. Alright. Since I have Genesis Rock, and you know what that means, boys and girls. Gonna go be sailors on the moon. With a big harpoon. But that means we are going to Sinus Lacrum. Sinus, of course, means hole. There you go. That's it. Hole. Get up on my mount. Boom, boom. Mount up over here. Boom. Get airborne. Oh, awesome. Look at what it picked. It's a pack Tyrannosaurus Rex. Because what else do you need in your life, right? And follow again. Dinosaur Man. Dinosaur Man does whatever a dinosaur can. Yep. Our mounts are even color coordinated right now. And we are going to go look for a giant... Okay, see this little guy? We're looking for the big... So let's go. You have level checker?
Oh. I already had one for this.
Oh, am I
Terrible? I'm probably terrible.
I'm sorry.
Alright, I got Genesis Rock. So this one's a bit tricky because all these guys right over here are the same, just a smaller size, but distance makes perception really awkward. So sometimes you'll be like, oh, that one's a regular one, and it's a big one hanging out with the other one, so I have to actually still get close enough to ping to know. Oh, there. Did you remind me a little of the trash guy from Fraggle Rock? There was a talking rubbish heap. Again, don't ask me, the 80s were a weird time for kids' TV. And Fraggles were like Muppets, but hobo weird. And yeah, these guys totally look. There was a wise old trash heap monster. I think I found our boy. I found our boy.
Okay.
He's literally one over.
I was about ready to pull up a map of where things are.
Oh, I mean, he totally good for level checker.
Because that was my original plan for the other one, and then...
Yep. Ready?
Sure.
Power of glitter and dance moves intelligent. Dang, we are still waiting for tanks.
Makes me almost want to switch to tank. Almost.
I mean, you're a great tank, but the camera angle gets really awkward when you're on tank, and it's all up your nose, but I've got an idea. Since we've been in that queue for 30 minutes, let me go healer and see if we can speed this up. For those of you who don't play this game generally, if you're a tank or healer, you get faster queues just because less people queue on those. But it is high risk to pull yourself all the way out of a queue and back in. I am betting that being on a healer class will move me up that line faster than anywhere else. And as my +1, of course, that gets both of us up there. Alright.
I forgot question mark doesn't have what I'm looking for.
Nope.
It's the Sea of Stars that I was looking for.
Yep.
So, level cheater can either spawn on the island we're about to teleport to, or the one southeast of it.
Okay, so here or by the other automatons?
Yep, next to Amnol.
Alright,
I will go to the west. Oh, yep, and see? On healer, fast queue. And boom. So what was that? A minute?
A minute, yeah.
Yep. I do generally main healer, so...
You know, Hunky and Dory, that's just fine for everyone else.
And Dory, that's just fine for everyone else.
I think at some point we might go back and start leveling our Scholar and Summoner, so I have a healer that's one that I know rather well.
Mm-hmm. Now, funsies, if you do PvP, you can actually change your job when the wall's up like this, and it works just fine. And that is, I think, the only thing that you can queue as one job and then switch to another. wow.
Our
Our
tank
tank dropped out
already.
already. That's why we got the light party.
He came and he said, no way,
He came and he said, no way, I don't have 45 minutes. And he left. My dude, if you don't have time to do a dungeon, don't get in line for a dungeon. Hey. So we are in C.
And this one doesn't take 45 minutes to complete.
Nope.
None of them take that long unless you wipe consistently.
Alright. Doing a little math. There'll be a couple hard hits in here, but it shouldn't be a complete disaster. Right. So there's a move in here that literally targets the tank. So of course, anytime we have that move, one of our alternate tanks, i.e. one of us, is going to take that hit for us, since our tank has decided to leave. Which is, you know, why it's a wee bit rude.
I don't get why they would play a key roll and then leave because... Oh no, I don't have enough time. Like, I have never left a dungeon because I didn't have enough time.
Oh, we just got a replacement tank. Awesome. Gotcha. Right, watch the wings. Okay, optimal refraction means it's going to go towards you, so do not be aware where it is going towards. Okay. And you want to be at the narrowest part, because it's going to make a gap. And you need to be in the gap when it does the blast.
Or else you get knocked off like that guy.
Yep. Okay. Or missiles at will. I think about the old Sky Pirates from Tailspin.
Yep.
Do not fire at will. He's my first mate every time.
I'm glad Tailspin got some love in the DuckTales reboot. And of course, since not everyone's stacked with us...
I know, I'm getting you now. Alright. It is singing the song of its people. So you need to be in the gap of the melody when the song comes. Let me just slow raise this one.
So yeah, you cannot fall into the middle, but you can fall off the sides. So if
Regen bubble?
Yep. So
Watch out
if
for
you
the-
need to dodge,
Dodge forward.
dodge forward.
Alright. Spread out.
I hit the wrong dang button.
Very good, guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Music, and it's mostly off to the sides. And then just because it passes over, you have to hold till after the...
Yep, or else you get hit like I did.
Yep. Yep, see, I overcorrected because I was trying to raise somebody. Right? A little bit of misery for it. Picking up my co-healer.
What I like to do is move back and forth. And then that allows me to correct which way I need to go. Instead of sitting like some people do and then they get hit because they don't bother moving out of the easily telegraphable move.
Okay, beam cannon. This one is where you want to be. Everyone is now back on their feet. Ooh, more of this nonsense. Okay. Remember, don't dodge till after it passes over and makes the ground. The easiest place to dodge that one, by the way, is right up close to it, because you have less steps to do to get to the next section of the ring.
Nope. I remember having to find all these little shortcuts while hand in a
Cast.
cast.
A hand in a cast is still good about half of the teams. All right. Here we are C once again, and our coffer is open.
I see.
Remember, be as nice as you can and lot on the way to the next fight. That way, anyone who that gear is an upgrade has a second to slap it on before it gets going. Also, solar panels.
Yeah. Like these rivets are powered by solar panels.
It's nice to know that when Skynet comes for us, it will be green, right?
I mean, look, if we could get some of the actual people here to use solar panels, maybe the Earth wouldn't be a gigantic ball of fire right now. Or, in this case, a gigantic ball of ice.
Here we go. Many tiny little mobs here. If you've got an AoE, this is your time.
I've got a slicey, dicey AoE. Sure, why not?
Dodge. Sometimes I'm not even sure how people die. I just look over and they need a raise.
I don't know.
Oh, it was you. How did you die?
That's a good question. I think I had burns upon burns upon burns. Mostly because trying to dodge people with their dang AoEs.
And, yep, the ground below us falls.
Yep, and now we tumble on down.
So do we know when the next bit of Relic quest comes out?
January, I believe. Maybe mid-December. So, in this boss, you get marked with a buff, and you can only hit your mob until you kill your mob.
Aha. I never realized that's what it actually did. But then again, I know my A from B from C. Try to not hit people with stings. Alright, drag that out to the outside edge.
Oh no. We just lasered another party.
Oh, we lasered Gap, thank God. Oh, no we didn't. We are terrible people, and we just lasered another party. Okay. I am currently here as fast as I can. I am on the outside edge. I should not be there. Alright, got up the party that we accidentally lasered.
I like Reaper at any level, but I think my favorite time to play it, or level, is level 90.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
And mostly because I have a party buff.
Dodgy. Ah!
That
I missed
increases
the dodge because I couldn't get back to people.
the defense of the players, and not just my own. And then after it pops, they get a regen. So it's a shield and then a regen.
Oh, alright.
Ah.
Ooh. Alright, get on this side for the first two. 1, 2, slide. Okay. Having to throw out a slow raise. So we have a maneuver called Swift Cast. It does what you think it does. It lets us cast the spell pretty much instantly. And whenever possible, do that on a raise to make it an instant raise. But sometimes we have to raise several people, and all of our instant raises are used up. And then we do a slow. Which means you have to stand there for the whole 7 3/4 second of cast time. And that means you have to stand still while your spell casts.
Technically, the summoners should be saving their swift cast for a raise. Because most of their stuff has, less than a 2-second cast time.
Yeah, if you are on Summoner or job that can raise, your job is to help out with it. But one of the healers in the other party is really struggling, and I'm trying to get them up as much as I can.
I'm afraid to move. Like, I am between the two flame puddles.
Yep.
But I don't know if I move and it would consider me in one of them. So I would rather not do damage and not take damage.
I have raised that poor bard like 4 times. I think he's new.
This one is terrible to be new on when you don't want to say you're new. No.
Yep.
Hello, Bloodbath, my old friend.
Yes. Sometimes bleeding your own blood is not advised. This one is a little bit of a healer workout, especially because how far apart the parties are spread out during this fight. If somebody takes too many hits, we've really got to go run. Alright. Be on the outside over here. And almost there. All right. And side and then side again. I would like to object. So sometimes if you have just enough lag, it will look like you're on the right side, on the correct side rather, and it will decide randomly that no, you're not actually. On my screen, I was well out of that, but it decided that not for the game's purposes. If you happen to die at one of these fight things, generally they would leave you on the floor. It's not that we are insensitive, unfeeling beasts. It's that by the time you get off the ground and can heal up and catch up to us, you will still have a status on, versus if you just take the express re-raise back, there's a teleport point that catches you up, and you will be able to start the next fight without the weakness status effect. But while it seems like we are terrible for leaving corpses on the ground of our friends, it's intentional. I guess we could be intentionally terrible. Alright, and this shows you never trust some mob that has like a D36 as their power structure, right? Oh, also, creepy monitor lady talked for a few minutes.
Yep.
This one, basically, most of the attacks that you need to be aware of come from that middle D36. So while you're obviously hitting the thing, where the lasers are is probably the most important thing to note. Which way? Because they move, they pivot.
And you just sort of move on out. Also, see the diamonds around tanks? That is a laser tank buster. Do not be huddling the tanks.
Yeah. If you happen to have those markers on you, you're going to be where all of this drops. After this last one, it makes a safety circle. It's everything around it. Yeah. So chances are good that the people that are dying over and over again are probably new, because it doesn't have like named moves that tell you what it's going to do. You just have to memorize them. Which, as you know, that's not always brand new player friendly.
Nope.
This one has a very precise, I mean, for lack of a better pun, a very robotic televised moveset. It's pretty much always the same moves, always the same order. But if you don't, because you knew, it will make no sense. All right, outside. We have a shooty ball gun. We just became a laser ball pit, basically. As you can imagine, laser balls explode. Don't explode with laser balls.
These people are exploding laser balls.
Straight to the middle and then get absorbed. You do not have to soak these in any way. That means, of course, get hit to take up damage.
Yeah?
No, everyone gets hit. No point in taking extra hits. All right. Pod support. See these little things? Right, now we have to watch the outside of the arena again.
Yep. It looks like this should be the safe spot.
Yep.
Right between. First one right between, because they're going to make safety. Next one, unsafe circles in the tiny wedges. See these circles? Generally run to the furthest one that is not fully occupied. See how the one I'm in is still lit? I'm gonna get hit with that. But if one of them is not soaked for damage, everybody gets hit. So, better for one person. Maybe one get hit with that one, because it does come with a wonderful burn side effect. Right? Do not, friends don't let friends eat lasers.
Laser.
It's in the air. I know.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got nicked by it.
See that? Got you up. Get on the other party's here. Now samurai. Sometimes the hardest part of being a healer is knowing when you can stand still for the 7 seconds to do a slow raise.
Jumping up and down with a Lullifel who is also jumping up and down.
You're right, and I ended up getting lasered. Unfortunately, I stacked with somebody who was in the wrong. But you're right, that is the cross the whole. And so, see, it let me get off my cure, but then it decided I was still not in a safe spot. Right there. I think where a lot of us got hit there. Yep.
Oh, hey, I got a raise.
Someone just said mech, please. Pretty much. Alright. Time for much limit breaking. And now you know how robots scream. Actually, we know how robots scream since I don't think that for sure in game sense.
No capes.
Yep.
Except capes here.
And then, for some reason, elevator. Still don't know. SE likes her elevators.
Metal Gear.
It's very much like the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Just when you think you're in a random room, nah, it's an elevator, man. Okay, how to explain this? It's called Passage. It has defensive robot lasers. Try not to be the guy who's marked, and do not follow the marked guy into things.
If you've ever played Contra, it's like their bonus rooms between levels.
Okay, fair enough.
Where you're going down the alleyway and you have to dodge things. Except people do not know how to dodge things here.
Oh, no.
That's why we have a dead Reaper.
Alright. Next room, much like the same, but add some balls.
Yep.
And again, as we've already covered, you do
don't.
not have to explode these balls. They will wander right past you.
Yep.
But touch them.
But of course, people are eating the ball.
Yeah, especially when you're up front because balls are splash damage. This whole conversation is going to get deep, my dude. But balls are splash damage, so if you eat the balls, you're sharing the splashy balls with other people. The barricade is exactly what it sounds like.
Instead of introducing an interesting mechanic, it just says us do this again and again.
Once more and with feelings. You used your strafe pinkies a lot of this part. But as soon as you can at least kill the center one, then you no longer have to deal with the left and right side step. So that helps. Back up the stairs we go.
Look away, here comes the body horror.
Or not.
I'm not gonna judge. I like to call this boss Legion from Castlevania because it's
weird. Just weird. They are, however, waiting for you in your cutscenes.
Let them know that they can go, and I know this fight.
Yeah, they're being well behaved. Alright, we now have ball of robot girl parts, because of course we do. Everybody have it. Alright, so phase 1. The balls. I don't have better explanations. But if you, when it does this one, you want to be under the ball, because of course it's going to go out to its perimeter.
Yep,
The laser? Don't be the laser.
It's as simple as that. Do not hug the laser. Do not be part of the laser.
Put it out again. I got you 1 and 2.
Like that, it doesn't hurt unless you stack.
You see where the 2 balls are? You need to be where the 2 balls.
Yep, like right here.
So, yep, use your X and your Y axis. Goes both ways. If you look at it carefully, you can just about see the seam halfway through the balls that does originate all of this nonsense. Okay. Seam is showing, don't be in the seam.
Yep, like, it's faint, but if you're looking at it, you can see it.
Spread out again. Double spread out.
Alright. And now we are stunned.
Yep. And
more body horror.
Yep. There's a rather squishy splat sound, like that accompanies this.
And of course, we can't skip this cutscene.
Yep.
But the song that plays is a combination of Final Fantasy XIV's original battle theme plus one of Nier's battle themes spliced together.
The name is changed on this one to Compound. So it's basically samurai moves, so you have to kind of pay attention to what the move's name is to know which way it's going. Sword angle is also a pretty good indication. Got it from my dead guy. Yep.
Like she's gonna swing around her. So either you have to be in her hitbox.
Get behind her, because that obviously is going to be a forward thrust.
And now she's gonna combine these moves.
In the circle first. Alright. So be in the one that is being fed to rat.
Yep, because she will teleport to that one and then do that.
Yep. Okay, centrifuge slice. It's everybody, of course. Centrifuge swirls around. Alright. So this one is going to be a repeat.
Yep, and as long as you're in the, AoE the first time, you're gonna help soak the damage for everyone else.
Yep. Also, they're now podded up, so be careful. Spread out, do not damage your friends. Damage your friends. Alright, see the people that are targeted? I'm going to hit them in that order. So if you're marked, please no seconds. Middle again. That. Yeah, this one's sword is down, but the one whose sword is pointed in the ground. Ooh. A lot of people took that damage.
It was delicious, but not really. I was trying to get out, but...
Yep. I got it. Gotcha. As many people as possible here. Alright. A little bit of sweet regen action here. Alright, do not be where the lasers are. I know that sounds like, oh my gosh, basic, but that is literally how you survive this. Some lasers teleport, do not be where lasers are.
Me was where babies are.
I'm actually narrating this for everyone's watching's benefit, but you could learn a little. I'm just saying. If you would like to use that limit break, I will not need it. That one, since all the swords are pointed out for a slash, so you have to basically look at the sword position and figure out where the safe spot is, which is not something that you figure out the first year, maybe even your third time out. Like, that takes practice. You're gonna do this one where it hits everybody again multiple times. Do not let it knock you back into the wall, so you might have to run forward a few steps between each push. Okay, spread these out. Like the nice, non-friend killing people you are.
Except, you know.
Except that guy.
Yep.
Nobody likes Larry. Yep. Alright. And you get Uncanny Valley when you finish this one on your first time. And there's a treasure coffer. You get both the QP and QB dolls. I do have both dolls already, so I'm passing on those. 4 songs. They're all different. I already have all 4 songs. And the QB YoRHa armor. The Type 53.
Alright, I'm going to give out my cookie. Just gonna head out green on everything. Even though I'm probably not gonna get any of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have both of the dolls.
How's your Thanksgiving going out there, everyone?
We had ham for Thanksgiving, which is a yearly tradition. That or it's tamales.
Oh. Thank you, everyone. Your tips for my hard work have been noted.
Momi is in the hospital again.
Oh, Mommy. Let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Flu or COVID? I don't like either for you, really.
No.
If we could not.
Yeah, let's not. Let's, take it back.
Yep. Hey, I am... What were... Oh, that's right. We were looking for...
Level
checker.
Yep.
Oh. Did you call it level cheater? Because, yeah, it does feel that way, doesn't it?
That's what it is.
Oh. Hey, I found another lookout point. But I don't have anything the right level to get EXP from this one, I don't think.
Nope. We need to be level 80 plus.
Yep. Leave this one here. But there is this spiffy little Bissa.
One of these days I'll get them all. I'm just...
He's busy. Which is, better than having nothing to do.
Yep, nope, this game is definitely not friendly towards laptops.
Alright.
I'm on my way.
Yep, just on the other side of those.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to swim to this blue stuff.
I'm fairly sure that is not drinkable water.
To be fair, we're kinda at the metaphorical end of the universe.
I think it might be literal. Alright. Sitting check about. Oh! You had to get the spare, too?
Apparently I did. I think my one move that lets me be slicey stabby is AoE.
Ah, well, heck of a way to find out, right?
Alright, remind me of... Well, actually, we're about to kill these things. I was gonna say, remind me to go grab, an onion.
An onion? Hey, go grab an onion.
I am. I'm teleporting back to the house.
Alright. Sounds good.
I mean, this game was slightly friendly towards laptops until they slightly updated the system requirements after they removed PS3 support.
That said, it is shockingly and astoundingly pretty.
Even on the PS3, what it could render was wonderful. Do, 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 do. Bum 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 ba dum bum ba bum ba dum bum bum.
Alright, all onioned up.
I have it in my inventory. I need to go find a place to use it on it, which I think is just pretty much any open world.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And now I can go out to my island and collect some sap while we wait for Q in a second.
Sounds good. You ready to go?
Yep.
I just didn't want to interrupt that since I know you.
I just didn't want to interrupt that since I know you've been meaning to and forgetting to for quite some time now. All right, next one is Tower at Paradigm's Breach.
Sum this one up.
We go trip in the rift.
Pull us out so I can go ranged.
Oh, okay. Draw.
Okay, you can now put us back. I just didn't feel like being in melee range.
There's a lot to dodge in melee range now. All right. Island hopping is absolutely. Speaking of island hopping, when's the next Animal Crossing coming out?
We don't know.
You should get on to telling us that, right?
You'd think they would.
I mean, look, what's Tom gonna do if we're not all paying him off?
Who knows?
Did you get your island to max rank? Yeah, you did.
Yep. I decided to try my luck at the loot boxes and got, coconut water and some stairs.
I always get fireworks. Every time I try the loot box, I get fireworks. And fireworks are cool looking as far as fireworks go, but also not what I wanted.
Oh.
Oh, you got island stairs.
Yeah, I got the,
Scaffolding.
scaffolding, yeah. That's pretty neato. Huh.
Yeah, so they finally got it figured out.
Yeah, I
you can place
accidentally slapped a clock down at one point. So I now have a random clock here and my island.
The place where you're not supposed to worry about how long it takes you to do things has a clock?
Yes.
You are a confusing individual, but I appreciate it.
I'm also a tired individual.
Yeah, a long day was long. Moved furniture, built computers, rebuilt computers when pieces jiggled loose while moving them about. All in all, a good day was had.
Yep. I mean, we got a delicious steamed ham out of it, so...
You got a baked, honey baked ham out of it? Steamed hams are really rubbery and kind of gross.
I was seeing if her son was watching. You know, the meme lord.
Mmm.
But I don't know, sometimes getting him to motivate is like getting molasses to move in, winter.
I imagine you were much the same at that age, dear.
I kind of wish I would have put off college until I was a little more motivated than what I actually did.
It's not a bad idea to know what you want to do before you start trying. Luckily, you're never too old. The stuff you learn in college, film is quite useful.
I mean, I learned some of the stuff that I know about computers there, so... Had a grumpy old man is the PC introduction slash couple classes after that, who went in depth on every minute detail about a computer, and it was like, huh, this is handy. Then again, I think I regret the school that I went to not actually going to school.
Well, a lot of people aren't real fond of the bills that they racked up at school. And
I won't mention the school. It's NAD.
I went to a junior college and then transferred to state, so it was relatively affordable. But yeah, knowledge is valuable no matter. My current job, I don't use my degree, except I'm a manager. And since part of my degree was classroom management for being a teacher, I use that part all the dang time. Alas, somehow, my full adult want to line up for circle time and have a story, and I think they don't know what they're missing. Because I read a very mean picture book. We can have circle time and sing songs. I'm just saying. All right, so average wait time on this one looks to be minutes, and we are halfway through the projected wait, so doing pretty good. But yeah, I'm excited for the next part of the Relic quest.
Mostly because it follows, our favorite dumbasses around in this game.
I like to think of him as the most insensible lad. But sometimes the world needs people who make no sense. So, what do you want to show them next?
I'm trying to think. Like, there is... Oh, peanut duty list.
Everything.
Everything.
Okay, well, I was thinking what would be fun and new to them would be if we started off with next week, VNC Dungeons.
Did we want to start off from the first one or do the one that we haven't done?
Why don't we'll take them on the first one and we'll run them through all three. The third one just dropped. We have not done the second or third, so we'll be figuring it out as we go. But yeah, good times.
Good times are had by all.
Yep. Plus cute mounts. And as we all know, the real end game here is glamour and mounts and minions. Like the cuter yourself, the more you're winning.
Yep.
Here we are. Right. Just need one more healer and one more DPS to say yes.
Come on, people. I believe in you. You can do it.
Now, since we specifically queued up for Tower at Paradigm's Reach, we get to see what it is. But if you queue for Roulette, I don't think it tells you which one, right?
It does not until you get in.
Yep. And so requeue just happened.
Yep, I
So we
saw.
have to get back in line. Yep. Oh, and there we are. All right. And this one is like impressive amounts of glare in this dungeon.
Yeah, no, like... This one sometimes hurts my eyes.
You want to do it 2 a.m. with the rest of the room dark, and then your screen flicks to this, because your corneas will hurt. Just a little bit. So the best I can explain it is we are in some sort of weird matrixy nonsense. And instead of doors, see how the door's still red? We get little teleport hacking points.
Yep, like...
So network access point is what we're looking at. So we are apparently in the physicality of the near matrix. And I'm sure somebody who's actually played the game could explain it better, but that's what I got. Knave of Hearts. So watch its hand and its face on this one.
See how his mouth just
See
opened
how
up?
his mouth just opened up?
People in the middle?
See the people in the middle? Don't be the people in the middle.
Yep, it's as simple as that. Don't be in the middle.
See
How his hands are back in making fists? Don't be there. That is basically half of his mechanics right there. He will pick all the tanks. Hey, do not cuddle the tanks when they have that marker. And then throw them a cure when they're done. And then he makes a friend. So now you've got to watch both. 1 square first, 2 squares second. So eyes on the first one. And they're going to go in that order. Okay, so he's doing mouth. So don't be in the middle. And then watch the other one. And the other one is doing hands. So don't be on the outside for him. Have to kind of line up both.
Yep. It is not a fun one first learning on.
And now we're down to just the primary one again. Hey, look at that. Balls. You know what balls do? No touchy touchy. There from front and back. And then just for funsies, also balls on people. Okay, run up to that dead center up front.
Alright.
Alright. Squares, blocks of these. Right, first and second. Or watch what he does. Knock you off if you're not careful, so be knocked into the brick. Right? Remember this, what it said? Knock you off if you're not careful, get knocked into the second brick. Oh, my brick disappeared.
Oof.
Oof, indeed. Wrong brick. Right, first, second, third now. The first is hands, should be in the middle. Second is hands, also be in the middle. And Becky's third is mouth, run to the outside.
And now we've got balls, but they're doing line attacks, not...
Yep. Balls here. Alright, not too bad. Do not be in the splash area.
Shielding everyone, and then curing waltz.
Bricks, 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 bricks. Bricky bricks. Bricky bricks. Don't fall over from bricky bricks, bricks. And one into the brick. Okay. One brick Q and slam straight. Awesome. And drop. Always on the tanks when it's that marker. So throw him a little cure love. something you learn as you get up into some higher dungeons is it's never safe to assume that the back is truly the back. Right now, everybody in the middle is about to get the tar knocked out of them. And yeah. Back to this nonsense again. We now have all 3 replicas out. Oh, the 2 replicas and the original, rather. Alright. It's going to spit middle, so jump to middle.
And then claw. And then out of the middle. Alright, well.
Oh, that works too.
That
Oh, we're B this time. Okay.
was...
You know how this goes. Plot on things on the way to the next fight. Therefore, it drops 4 gear upgrades since I'm on the way. And up again. There's a very similar Stairway to Heaven motif in the last set of these as well.
Yep.
Hansel and Gretel. They start out equal and then they switch off to which one is attackable and which one isn't. Those little red arrows, you can attack that. If a shield is pointing at you, you're going to get reflect damage. Plan accordingly.
It makes Dancer kind of a pain to play, since a couple of your moves are automatically AoE. But you just can't not use those abilities because it's a key part of.
Alright, see how the axes are on the outside? Yep, don't be there. So if you see that move, you need to be dead center and behind them. Like so many of these, the secret is watch weapon. Okay, you just switch which one is shielded.
Yep.
They will do that a lot, so you have to pay attention to who your target is. That healer is about to die because she's hitting the shielded one that's reflecting damage with a multiplier. Don't do that. Alright, so now we are on Hansel. Fun fact, Hansel and Gretel is my favorite children's story. See how they're in the middle like that? Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to come to where they are not.
Yep, and at the second, you can attack both of them without penalty. Mm-hmm. We are back on Hansel.
Yep, back on Hansel. Go around, yep. Alright, switch arenas. Alright, see that? They're going to... So, see how what the wand they have is pointing to the inside? Normally that would mean the inside is dangerous, but because it's teleporting right here, they're going to do this one instead. Up, get your AoEs out, hit both of them while they're kind of in this stun state. It does not last. Oh, yeah.
Now, please your cutting things.
Later, cutting things. I am on the wrong side. And I died. Because I was watching the outside and did not catch their weapon placement till after I turned around and realized I was on the furthest spot possible from where I needed.
Okay, we are now on Gretel. And we're dancing and passive lance. Alright, same thing here. Dash and...
Beware. Hold or not, you're going to knock all those out.
And now is a good time to AoE him.
Yep.
We're now on Gretel again.
But I managed to get a dot on Ansel on that call. Right. And we have more spinning blades of fire. Those ones go to the middle. You always got act. You know. So because of that shield, the best time to do it is while the shields are both dropped. It looks like it goes to go.
It did damage and knocked it back to me, so...
Yep. Alright, here we go. Gretel is now doing animation, which hurts really badly if she's allowed to finish that cast.
Yep, like it starts off weak, but is every single time she's allowed to cast it.
Yep. So at that point, you want to kill them as evenly as possible, because after that, she just gets it. You don't want Gretel in a fight. Funky Gretel makes nobody happy. Speaking of which, gingerbread houses.
Or just gingerbread. Ginger and bread.
But not bread made out of gingers, right? That's cannibalism.
Correct.
Are we frown upon that? Okay, just checking.
We use the nap, but not the kind of nap that I wish you were doing right now.
Alright, here we go. In, starts with 3. Watch out for lasers. Floor lasers are, of course, as you all know, the worst kind of lasers. Now, sort of nonsense with more glider plane thingies. And they swipe behind him, so keep running. Here's a people teaching trip. And alright, that's aimed at people, so yep, if you're one of those people, put it off into the abyss. You'll make better friends.
Yep. Or don't move at all and make everyone hate you a little.
Hey. And now we have even more dolls. So they will continue up this floor laser nonsense till we kill them all. And if you do this when you go, it seems like they're targeting me. They do. They pick people and they target.
Yeah.
And you'll have like two of them aiming right at your spot. So important thing to know is if you get targeted, don't just sit there and take, 3 samurai girl lasers. Oh, that's right. We are not quite done yet. Now we have the girl in red. He's gonna ask me what any of this means. I've never played the Nier games. But then we run through this MC Escher nonsense.
Now, I guess we're actually using the dimension that we are not paying for.
Pretty much. So, spoiler, this is actually the second to last boss, and this is the one I find hard. That's because there's a lot more randomosity. Alright, so everyone who has an icon over their head, oh, and that center square, that'll kill you. So you have to match up the color of the arrows with the color of the wall to cancel out opposites. Somebody so sweetly stacked their circle with mine and killed me. Awesome, thanks guys.
Yep, nope. I find this one more annoying. Oh.
Oh, side, okay.
Now we have to hope that people can break us out, and then we get behind the wall. No, Celine!
Oh gosh, okay. Got up the other healer that's dead, but died myself in getting her up. Alright,
So here's the weird part.
here's the weird part. She's gonna rotate.
And if she rotates and you're in front of her, you get hit, even if you're out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Raising people. Not to be confused with raising people. Two different things. So just to make it weird, her giant face flashes in front of our screen. So, you know. Now we're literally playing Space Invaders.
Yep.
Alright.
So basically, you shoot that with the color of the pylon.
Shoot that with the color of the pylons. Again, don't ask me why. I still don't know what the... I lost the plot of this thing and I never found it. Like... I've done an entire extension of this. Alright. No, I am not tethered. So she's going to pull people, and you see how they kind of have a tether on them? She's going to make them run like 2/4 of the arena. Center square is no touchy touch.
Yeah, as multiple people besides myself figured out.
Yep. She basically makes one entire perimeter. Everyone's now raised. Everyone is now. Yes, your moveset is.
She loves to spam it too.
Okay. So be where the arrow hits the wall and not you. Ah, I thought that was go to the circle and it's go away from the circle. Someone just asked in chat, what the actual language is this raid? Buddy, I have been asking that for years. Nobody knows. Right, so now people are going to get tugged while. So standing in between two marked tanks, one sidestepped right into your pistol.
Of course.
Stacking with the healer will pretty much never save you guys. Don't have the HP for that. I just think actually mean to make the dead center square of this raid, and you step on it and die.
Yeah, no, it's
All right. How did it go the last fight? Hey guys, you know every Japanese idol anime ever, like
that, but now make it a separate.
You kind of get it, right?
Actually, no, we have one more fight before that.
Do we?
It's the elevator.
Oh yeah. It's just
Yeah, no,
trash
like
mobs.
it's a trash mob disguised as a boss.
Yeah. They are theorizing that this is what happens when you turn off ad blocker on Facebook, is that you just get all this extra stuff spammed at you. That sounds accurate. Alright. So this guy returns from, I think, the first section of this fight. And, his little
flappy arm things.
Don't be where they point. They either point up or they point out. See how they point out? Don't be out.
I mean, I don't mind these fights so much. It's just, what is even some of these?
Alright, now you've got one there and one on the other side. Outside on, so don't be on the outside.
Yep.
One also has outside on, so be dead middle.
Just like the final boss of the last, dungeon, right?
That one has... Okay, now be outer corners.
Yep.
Because they both have outside on. Okay, do not be middle for one, and don't be outside for the other. And then just for funsies, you guys wanted lasers, right? We have lasers. I might have sounded a little too excited about lasers to face. That one just zaps everybody, so of course.
And then we have to play dodge the balls.
Yep, which are purple, because... on the opposite end of the arena from some of you, so I'm really struggling to throw off these cures while still staying on the right side of the balls.
Yep, I somehow managed to get into a safe spot on accident.
That wasn't an accident. That was meticulous planning that you weren't aware you were doing. All right.
Like, it really wasn't a boss fight.
No, it's a are you coordinated fight. You can't telegraph and watch two sides of the room at once fight. All right, next one, my best suggestion is when you get to the second phase, tilt your camera so you're looking down at the floor.
Oh. I'm forcing people to take a moment to breathe and lose their weakness. Or not.
People are complaining about all the diagonal elevators, and why can't they just go and be happy? And this is how you know that that was music earlier, because she actually has you dodging music notes. So wheel turns, don't get crushed by a wheel. Yeah, she blows kisses people.
So one thing I do like is, at least for the first half of this, there is an actual
Front to the arena. That makes it a little easier because you don't have to split your attention quite so many ways. Just like a rhythm game, when the balls hit the circles, don't be there.
Oof. So that will rotate, and whichever way it's rotating is where it's gonna swirly do.
I do like the idea that attacks with music and sound bass. Ooh, that's a bad place to stand right here. Right. Don't be where the ball crushes. Oh, we've got her down to half already on this one.
Yep. Of course, this isn't.
But her. Yeah. Alright, and this, which I still can't explain. We are tripping the rift through interdimensional portals into apparently a very smog-laden Jersey, I guess?
Sure.
See, it makes no sense when you try to explain it. But here's her angel form. Tilt tilt your camera angle down.
It almost doesn't matter after this point what she's
It
doing.
almost doesn't matter after this point what she's doing. Tilt your camera angle down and do not have a building drop on you. Or, I guess, screw you? Look, trying to explain this makes it damn quick. Just look down, and if a building is directly under your feet, don't be there. And yeah, they're all slightly diagonal, so you have to visually line it up. When the ground is solid, you no longer have that risk, but it happens every time.
Somebody literally said they got yeeted. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Alright,
Train tracks. He's right on green lights. Don't be on a green light. Also, subway runs you over. I can't tell you what the heck they were thinking. So be on red train tracks, because we are playing red light, green light with the subways. Alright, those go out from the people that they are marked at. So do not line up, because those music notes follow that path. Getting up the dead guy. Alright. Pillar? Don't be underneath.
So the music that plays
Wings, don't be on the outside.
here is a remix of Prelude from all the Final Fantasies, and a bit of Nier music.
Alright. So you now get a ring on you. You have to match. So if it's black, have your black pointing to the middle. If it's white, have white. Be very careful with this one. If you're a caster, when you cast, you turn to look, and if you turn to look, and it considers you pointing the wrong way, inaccuracies will be punished. Alright, she's gonna drop a pillar on us. Because of course she is. Okay. Ah, I was not close enough and it slid me off the edge. Right? There's gonna drop it down now. But don't be in their shadow. So it's a good thing I was in raise animation lock, because I was literally raising in shadow.
And now we have more trains. I sure hope you guys like Ball.
Like that kids thing, lots and lots of trains. What comes out? Multiples of the creepy red girl. Why? I don't know. I still don't know what goes on in this one.
And now we combine. First one is black.
Yep. So we've got rings around us.
Black, white,
Plus
white.
balls. White. White. Next we did not, in fact, white, white. Wings, so don't be on the outside. That guy's on the outside.
Honestly, I still think the red girl boss is more difficult than this one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please heal the main tank.
His healer died. I don't know what the other healer was doing, but his healer died. Hold on, have to pick a red.
I got ran over in the last second.
Alright.
Bubble of safety and curing.
Of safety and curing coming up. Alright, you know what that means? The floor just went semi-transparent. We are going to have buildings come up. Friendly reminder, do not be where the building is. And we... only one that time. And look out for laser balls. Laser balls, by the way, is your back alley, street fighting game. Great. Block. And, ooh, yay, we're done. So waiting for people to go over at second block. Gonna calm the dragoon for excellent timing of limit break. I do not have either of these minions nor the haircut, so it looks like we got every drop possible. I think I got one of the haircuts.
I got the other haircut, so I can trade it to you.
Awesome.
And I got both of the minions.
I got both of the minions, so that's awesome. I did actually need them, so. And one of the songs I didn't have. So despite that being rather terrible of a run to do, I did get a bunch of the loot I needed, and that is the Nier Trio. It is probably my least favorite of them, just because it gets so weird, and the more I think about it, the harder my brain hurts.
It is definitely... like, mechanically, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just... the story is trippy as frick.
It is a bit the story is trippy, the dodges are unforgiving. I still don't know who the red girl is, and I'm not going to go play a Nier game to figure it out, but that's probably me. If any of you have played Nier and you know what the heck I just, played through, let me know, because I still don't know. I need to go, find a guide or something. Because I don't know what anything's named. I still don't know. I just know that, by the power of song, I got my ass kicked. That's what I know. Other than that, thanks for coming on this slightly recast Final Fantasy Friday. Now taking place on Thursday, Thanksgiving. Next week, we will be starting the VC dungeons, and those are very story-heavy dungeons.
You can take any level 90 in and do well with it.
Yep.
It's not your normal everyday dungeon.
Yep. Interesting. Not that whatever that nonsense just wasn't interesting, but these ones I can actually explain the story, and I feel like that, makes it a little more enjoyable. I know why I'm doing this thing. That last one, I don't know. Spooky Doll Lady said rar. That's what I got.
Nah, that's all I've got. Spooky Lady says rar.
Yep. We will see you next week for more dungeon shenanigans. This is Emotional Support Ice Cream.
And this is SuperPancake Dad, because apparently that's now my name and everything. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.